This is part 2 of the warranty journey. And first off, I always want to make sure you got smoke fluid in the engine. Whether you're running smoke or not, always a good idea to keep that full of fluid so it doesn't burn out. So I called Lionel, and first they suggested to take it to a local dealer. I'm in Arizona. Our local dealers aren't necessarily service stations. I called one guy. The store name begins with a name, so I'm not gonna call out somebody, but the repair guy was picking up his daughter, and the guy behind the counter didn't know if he could repair it or not, but I should bring it in. So it didn't exactly inspire confidence after spending anywhere from $600 to $800. This one I picked up at a closeout, so I didn't spend the $1,300 manufacturer suggested retail. Nonetheless, I'm not going to take a $800 engine and drive it around town on a maybe. So but in this process, it occurred to me that I was having trouble starting the engine. So I'll still tell you what my theory is here. Of course, this time it starts up right away. Or maybe not. Let's see here. Okay, so it's not working. So I know that if I manipulate the tender and shake it around, it will start up. But what occurred to me is that the infrared between the engine and the tender doesn't exactly line up, and I'll have a picture of that right now. So as you see, the infrared tether between the engine and the tender aren't exactly lined up. Now, if I manipulate this up and down, let's see if I get my finger in there. See how there's some play in there. So I believe that's my problem, and I may not have to go the warranty route at all. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit and see if that fixes the problem, because it does work occasionally. So that either means a short, or this is the problem. I thought maybe it was a short on the board, but I'm thinking this is the problem right here. So let me try to manipulate that, see if it starts up. Okay, after much manipulation, I did get it to start. The only thing I did was manipulate that tether between the tender and the engine. So I know this started out as a warranty journey. I apologize for not completing that, or I may or may not do that. I might have to send away for that part if it's available. I might have to adjust the eye and the receiver up and down. I shouldn't have to, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I will report back in part 3. Again, I apologize for the warranty. Started out as warranty journey. This turned out to be maybe just a tech video on how to repair this problem, but I will run it around the track and see if it starts to act up. Might have the problem actually videotaped. We'll see when I review this. This is how the tether looks when I stopped it, so it is misaligned. So I believe this is causing the problem.